What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. So today we're actually going to be working on my personal daily. This is my 1992 Mercedes 190E 2.6 inline 6 motor. So the problem that I'm having is every time I start the car, I have to sit there and start cranking it for about 15 seconds or so, and then it'll actually start. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So put the key in. Crank it a little bit, and then it actually finally starts. So after further investigation, we ended up finding out it has absolutely nothing to do with anything under the hood, nothing to do with the CIS, nothing to do with the injectors. We thought it could possibly be the fuel pumps might have been a little weak because they are aftermarket. We did replace them, but they're pumping perfectly fine. There's no issues when the car is running and driving. It doesn't skip a beat. It has very good acceleration. No problems whatsoever. The fuel filter was also replaced, so we know for a fact it can't be that. So the only other thing it could be is this guy right here. This is a fuel accumulator. This part number is a Bosch part number. Unfortunately, they are all different on all cars, so I can't say just buy this one for your car and it'll work, because that's actually not the case. If I'm not mistaken, there's 4 or 5 different thread pitches to just the 190E. So I don't want to say, oh, buy this one, it'll work. Definitely take yours off, check your car, and see if the part numbers match up, or just buy the exact same part number that you have. I would not recommend buying some like cheap Chinese one. Definitely get the Bosch. I think FCP Euro sells one, Euro Parts sell one. So definitely just do your research before you buy it. Other than that, this is all we're going to replace is this guy right here because of this problem. So on a cold start, it usually does start right up, almost with no issues. Obviously, it might take a little second, but it starts up 9 times out of 10. When it's a little bit warmer like it is today, or I get done driving the car and then I go to start it, is when this problem happens. Like I said, I usually have to start it for about 15 or 20 seconds of actual cranking to start it. But other than that, it starts up every time. It is a low mileage car. Everything on the car is very good. No problems or issues whatsoever. So, considering the fact this is going to be my daily, we need to make it perfect. Alright, so before I get started on the job, what I'd like to do is pull out all the tools that I'm going to need. So, with this job, you're going to need a 1/4-inch ratchet, a pretty long extension, a 10 mil. You're going to need a 14 mil, a 17 mil, some needle nose, a Phillips, and possibly some vice grips. Next, what you're going to want to do is jack up the car. I usually jack it up from the differential. I use a jack stand underneath the control arm, and you're going to be on the driver's side of the car or the left side of the car. Alright, as you can see, I do not have the plastic cover over my fuel pumps and everything. There is 3 locations to take out 10 mil bolts. They're little tiny plastic ones. Unfortunately, I can't show you where they are because, well, 2 of my mounting bolts are broken, and, well, I don't even have the plastic thing. So first thing is first, what you're going to be doing is taking off the fuel accumulator. You're going to need your 17, your Phillips screwdriver, and possibly the needle nose to hold this. Alright, so just like that, the job is done. It really did only take me probably 10 minutes to do. Figured I'd go ahead and show you this side a little bit. So as you can see, we just have a Phillips screw holding in this hose right here. You have the Phillips screw, and then, if I'm being honest, I actually don't know the size of this bolt. That's why I used the needle nose to hold it. But you just take off this Phillips bolt right here for the bracket. This is what I do first. Then you're going to loosen this. Then you have your 14 and your 17 on your other side. You're going to break that loose, and then I don't know if you could tell in the video or not, but fuel is going to start pouring out of this. So what I do is I have the other accumulator ready, so I can just push it on real quick, so there's not just fuel dumping out the entire time. After you do that, you could fully take this side off, put it up, screw it in, and then you're done. It really is that easy. All right, so now that we have the part replaced, obviously the engine is on, the car is hot. It used to take about 20 seconds of cranking to actually start it. Now, put the key in, the car is obviously off. Just like that, it's fixed. So, if you're ever having this problem of your car tanking forever to start, or you're cranking it for a while before it starts, obviously there is a few things you could check. You can check the CIS, you could check your EHA, you could check your ejectors, you could check your fuel pumps. But most of the time, if it's doing this on a hot start, all you have to do is replace the fuel accumulator. I really hope this video helped you guys. If it did, go ahead and leave me a like and then comment. I would greatly appreciate it. It's going to help me obviously know if my videos are any helpful to you or if they're helping you in any way, shape, or form. If you do have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and shoot them on over, and I'll be doing my best to answer all of them. Thank you guys, and I hope you liked the video.